once again. Late last night, about 9, 10 o'clock my time, I was watching the U.S. do the intercept of the Russian bombers and fighter jets over U.S. International waters, I believe it was.
Cash 5-1 heavy contact Anchorage Center on 123.9er cadet.
123.9er, Cash 5-1.
Cash 5-1 heavy contact Anchorage Center on 123.9er cadet.
123.9er, Cash 5-1.
Imagine this. The President of the United States tells NATO allies to open fire on Russian warplanes. Just days later, American fighter jets scrambled to chase down Russian bombers buzzing dangerously close to the U.S. soil.
Any questions?
Mr. President, do you think that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft if they enter their airspace?
Yes, I do.
Mr. President,
any questions?
Mr. President, do you think that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft if they enter their airspace?
Yes, I do.
Is this the spark that could ignite World War III? Or what they think is a calculated show of strength in the skies? I'm going to be diving into President Trump's explosive comments on shooting down Russian aircraft and the real-time drama unfolded over Alaska. Stay tuned as I connect the dots in this high-stakes global standoff. Let's set the stage. For years now, the war in Ukraine has been a grinding nightmare, with Russia pounding away at NATO's eastern flank. But things escalated fast this month. Reports flooded in from Poland and Romania. Russian drones and jets repeatedly violated NATO airspace. 19 times in Poland alone, according to officials. Warsaw even fired shots, downing drones in what they called an act of aggression. Estonia cried foul too, accusing 3 Russian MiG-31 fighters of a 12-minute breach last week. NATO's response? Scrambled jets, emergency UN meetings, and fury warnings. Secretary General Mark Rutte stressed they'd assess the threat case by case, intent, weapons, risk to civilians. But Poland's MP Donald Tusk was blunt. We will shoot down any object violating our airspace without discussion. Entered President Trump, who's been flip-flopping on Putin. From cozy Alaska summits to tough talks on tariffs. On Tuesday at the UN General Assembly in New York, he met with Ukraine's Zelensky and dropped a bombshell. I have a short clip here that you can watch. Reporters swarm Trump and Zelensky. One asked point blank, Mr. President, do you think NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft as they entered their airspace? Trump's reply, quick as a trigger, yes, I do. No hedges, no quantifiers, boom. He doubled down, saying that Ukraine could reclaim every inch of lost territory, even push further, and urged Europe to ditch Russian oil imports. Polish foreign minister loved it, tweeting Roger that with a link to the clip. But not everyone is cheering. Secretary of State Marco Rubio pushed back, saying, shoot downs only if planes are attacking, not just intruding. And Germany warned of an escalating trap. Trump's words? Are they Trump's words? Analysis calls it the day's most important statement. A rhetorical U-turn from his earlier Putin overtures. Fast forward to yesterday, September 24th, and Trump's rhetoric hits home in a chilling way. The North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, sounded the alarm. 4 Russian military planes, 2 massive Tu-95 strategic bombers, and 2 Su-35 fighters, prowling the Alaska Air Defense Identification Zone. That's international airspace off our northern coast, but close enough to rattle nerves. U.S. and Canadian forces didn't hesitate. They launched an E-3 Sentry radar plane, 4 F-16 fighter Falcons, and 4 KC-135 tankers to intercept and ID the intruders. The Russians stayed outside sovereign borders, but it was the latest in a string of probes. Third time this month alone, after spy planes chased in August. Remember, Alaska is no stranger to this cat and mouse game. Putin himself visited there for the summit with Trump just weeks ago, talking Ukrainian peace that never materialized. Now, with Trump's green light to NATO, is Russia testing limits? NORAD says these flights are regular and not a threat. But this is a powder keg, and who believes that? So what does this all mean? Trump's shoot-down stance bolsters NATO's spine, but risks direct clashes, especially with Rubio's caution and Putin's denial of violations. Over Alaska, it's a reminder. Russia's reach is global, probing from the Baltics to the Bering Sea. For Ukraine, it's a moral boost. For the world, a warning shot. As Zelensky pushes for more sanctions, will Trump's words turn to action? Or is this just sky-high bluster? So what are your thoughts? Trump called Russia a paper tiger with multiple nuclear weapons. For me, this game of chess is getting really intense. One wrong move and we might as well get some sunblock 10,000, right? More money in the coffers for the military complex, and the pawns are always the ones that are first sacrificed. Who's the pawns? Well, you and me. How would you like to be one of these children that grow up in either bunkers or basements of buildings? I remember one of the slogans during the Vietnam War, and people should be thinking about this now. Seeing how we're all the pawns, seeing how global leaders can't get along. What if they gave a war and no one came? So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. I got 2 notices yesterday that some people finally got a notice that I've been putting out videos after months and months. They didn't think I was even posting anymore. But I do post. I usually post at least 2 to 3 videos every day. So make sure you are subscribed and hit that bell to get notifications. Thank you again. Please stay safe. Always be prepared. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you all. Bye.